New on Curiosity Stream. How do you connect a 16th century potato to limitless energy production? Could Napoleon's toothpick have a direct link to a machine that predicts the future? And how can a 1700s conch shell chart a course to humans connecting their brains to the internet? James Burke's visionary series Connections returns for a new generation. Experience all new Connections. With monthly, annual, and bundled plans, find the one that works for you at curiositystream.com.
J360 Radio.
Hello, J360 Legion, and welcome to the J360 MINIBYTES here on J360 Radio, hosted by J.M. Brady. I am your host, J.M. Brady. Let's get into it.
100 episodes! Hot damn! We did it! Yep! Here we are! The hill on which we wrath! Here we go! Yeah, I said that wrong, but whatever, it's my show. 100 episodes, we made it! The summit is here! Ha ha ha! Now, the choice is whether to do more episodes or not. And by the way, hey everybody, it's a new week and everything. This is J-Man, of course, just sitting here relishing in the achievement that is around. Man, little did I realize that this show would actually go this far. You know, I remember when I designed this, right? Yeah, it's an origin story. Sit down. Look, the thing is, a long time ago, it was the J-Man show, and then it was the Cyclone. And then, like, you know, I always wanted to do, like, a bite-sized program, like, something to get people ready and, you know, something to actually flow between the two shows, like a bridge. And then that, later on, like, I did something called the Backstage Rights a long time ago. And I took that sort of format and I remodeled it into the MINIBYTES. And then the MINIBYTES actually, you know, after a couple of twists and turns, because the show actually used to be a Monday show, but then I swapped over, you know, different things with that. So I made this into a Tuesday program. And they grew into their own. And not only that, it used to be a 10-minute show. But then I decided, you know, give it 5 more minutes, so it became a 15-minute show. And then it just grew into what it is. And we even had our controversial episode when I called out somebody on their shady business practices, and this old deranged dude decided to go ahead and be like, you shouldn't talk about them like that. You should watch out for cancel culture. They'll be coming for you. I relish that. I hope they do. Because let me tell you this, if you don't go after me for the J-Man show, but you're going to come at me for the MINIBYTES, what the hell make you think that that's going to be your saving grace? Like I said, you'll embarrass yourself before you embarrass me. I have no shame. And truth be told, it happened on this show. And then the thing is, everybody seems to expect the MINIBYTE to come along, you know, just in the same way of the J-Man show. And I tell you, like, the growth of both of them. Like, as soon as I crossed the threshold for 100 for the J-Man show, and I just knew, like, there was going to be another show that would cross that amount, but I had no idea that it would actually be the MINIBYTES here to pick up the slack and do it. Like, it's just awesome to see this, you know? Like, even when me and a certain other individual had arguments about it, because he was on the Cyclone series and I was on my show, and even though I own both of them, but still, let's stick with it. Like, there was a little competition there, and you see the Cyclone was ahead, but then all of a sudden, the MINIBYTES took over, and I told him, I said, hey pal, I don't know if you noticed, but as you were talking all that jazz about the Cyclone and making it to 100 episodes, the MINIBYTES just kicked your ass with 45 ahead. I mean, like, you know, it's just like, it's wild, man. I'm just saying. But of course, you know, that person's not with the company anymore, but I'm just saying this more or less. You know, you just can't stop dependability like this. Like, it's just amazing that this show grew as it did. It became a staple, like, one way or another. If you know there's going to be a J-Man show this week. And then if there's not a J-Man show, there's always a MINIBYTE. And the MINIBYTE has a special place in my heart. I don't know how it feels among those of you of the J360 Legion, but, you know, it's like an old friend. Like, you know, it's a beacon. Like, as soon as you see that purple glow and all that stuff, it's like, yeah, it's totally MINIBYTE time. And, you know, where am I going to go with this show now? Well, I figure, hey, we crossed 100. Let's go for 100 more. Let's go on ahead and go for 100 more. I think it's been like 2 to 3 seasons of doing the MINIBYTES, as a matter of fact. And I figure, you know, yeah, I'm not stopping with the J-Man show anytime soon. Like, like 500 episodes would be the topper, but I think we can top that too when we get to that point. And then as for the mini bites, well, you know, see what another 100 will do for us, and we'll go from there. But it's like one way or another, it always starts with a mini bite and gets you all ready for the week. Which, by the way, it's been a pretty interesting week so far. I'm not going to do another thing about Revelation, okay? I'm not going to talk about it because I already admitted I'm not going to go see that, so I don't care. You know? And I remember some people trying to convince me about that. I'm like, you can't convince me. My mind's made up, and shills are going to be shills no matter what you do. And the way this climate is regarding, you know, the mediums that we consume and the people that are behind it and the people that are going to carry it all the way because journalism's corrupt. It's just to a point where it's like, you know, no, we're going to fight this thing, but we need to fight them on a level where it's like what they're afraid of. And I'm going to go ahead and knee deep on that because, see, if there's one thing you know about mainstream media, a lot of them do mergers, right? A lot of them do buyouts and all that. Why do they do that all the time? Because they're afraid of competition. If you buy out your competition, you have nothing to worry about. You sleep well at night, right? But if you got competition, like say like how J360 Jams is, where you know like really you shouldn't be thinking about competition. But if you got like Night Ride FM, you got Beyond Synth, but you got J360 Jams, and then you have like Static Realms. Like we all are pretty good neighborhoods to each other, but there's still a little competitive streak there sometimes. You know what I mean? And competition is healthy. If you're an actual, you know, if you know how business is supposed to work, competition is healthy. So you always got to step your game up. You know what I mean? Meet the challenge of your rival. See, a lot of people don't do that anymore. A lot of people can't handle criticism. You know, they can't handle like somebody giving bad news. Like half the time when you rate something, it's got to be from good to excellent. Now, there are times where I'm like, you know what? I anticipate a bad show coming, but I always aim for a perfect show. You know what I'm saying? Even though a perfect show is rare, but you should always aim for it. Because you never really know. And as I keep working on things for J360 TV, and I keep shifting and moving things about, and I make sure like what is connected, what's not connected, and all that kind of stuff, it really looks great. It shapes up. It's a beautiful thing. And we step our game up every time. You know? That's the beauty of being in J360 Productions. Now, I'm not going to say it's 100% like, you know, rainbows and showers and all that kind of stuff. No, it's not. It's not 100% beautiful. You got to work for that beauty, you know what I mean? It's more like just chipping away, refining your craft, and doing what needs to be done. And I'm saying that as I am starting to look into staffing again. You know what I mean? So I'm sort of looking at the community. I'm sort of looking at like who actually can help, you know, like a relay team, who can actually help carry along the way, you know? And you see, like, as I look at that, and then I also say, as we go from here, pardon my flubbing of the words, I'm just very, very excited and overwhelmed a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and get this in. It's just amazing to see, like, how far we've come, where we're at now, and I know we can go a little further. And then as I'm starting to bring in the J360 TV programs, starting to do more video and filmmaking again, it's only going to grow from here. And as far as I know, they're not going to supersede one another, so don't you worry about that. J360 Radio is still going to be there. There's just something about that, too. And I'll explain it at another time. But anyway, while we're there, let me go on ahead and explain, like, the community thing, the community project here. Those of you that sign up for Discord, you get the first test of it. And that's going to happen not this week, it's going to happen next week. And I'm going to let you guys know when that is going to be on the J-Man Show. And then speaking of our schedule this week, you got the MINIBYTES right now, you got the J-Man Show on Wednesday, you got a Power Play happening on Thursday. Yes, there is a Power Play happening on Thursday. And then you also have, it's not Hangouts, it's not Jams Week, it's Hangouts Week. And you got a pretty nice hangout happening with my good friend Ether Drive. Yes, that's right, we're going to be talking with Ether Drive on this week's Hangouts, and it's going to be a phenomenal experience. I'm telling you that right now. That man is wild. Especially with the songs he makes. So you're in for a treat on that. And then this Saturday, there's going to be this nice Halo event that we're going to be doing. It's going to be for the Power Play Showdown series. Managed to go ahead and work with that a little bit. I talked with the boys. We're going to plan this thing out. It's going to be pretty nice. And that's taking place on twitch.tv/J360TV. So you got a lot to look forward to on that. I mean, come for the fights, yes, but stay for the lulls. The conversations are just like, damn. Damn good that is. But yeah, like, I'm just loving the developments right now. And I'm still trying to work with some of my cameras here because, see, some of these cameras weren't around. Well, they're not around during all the new stuff now. You know what I mean? Some of these things were made before Elgato did like their cam links. So I got to figure out like which one is going to actually work and take us to that level. So it's a lot of R&D, but it pays off in the end. And as long as it works, I mean, what do I got to complain about? However, the tape camera, yeah, it's had it. It can't even hold a charge anymore, man. I was sitting there playing with it the other day, and then, like, 3 minutes it's fine, but 2 of the minutes is gone just to turn that thing on and look at the menu, and it's like, yeah, damn you too. But that's how I got started, though. I got started way, way back in, like, 2006, and, that was my first camera, so sentimental value, and it kind of, now it bit the dust finally. Oh, well. At least now I can go ahead and look into seeing about that Black Magic camera I was looking at. Yeah, gotta go ahead and step it up a little bit. But while I'm aiming for that, though, I gotta remember what my big goal is. And, of course, that's involving moving. And then not only that, like showcasing all the stuff I can do. I may have to start from ground zero a little bit. But I am not worried about that. I had to start over and reinvent myself multiple times. So, one more ain't going to hurt. And not only that, as I click and I get more people together and then, expand my reach, then at that point, we already got a fully functioning production company. But the thing is, at this point, with all of us coming together like we do, and we build the content, we put the content out there, and we distribute this stuff right, we'll give mainstream media something to worry about. You understand what I'm saying? But however, we got to check our egos. But like I say, it's all about bringing people together, and it's all about putting together an excellent show. And nobody, thinking that they're better than anybody else. But that's a lot to ask for, especially in this industry, because they laugh at independent media because independent media falls apart because of egos. You think about it sometime. Like, really look at these things. Check yourself. Which is why, sometimes doing J360 jams can be a real pain in the ass sometimes, because when I work with other people, and then, they try to redirect me to their label and all this crap, instead of, I came to see you. You made the track. Well, the label's covered. Shh, I don't want to hear that. I know what a label does. The point is this. I'm letting you know that, because as soon as I talk to the label, I know what's going to happen. And not all labels are like this, but quite a bit do this kind of crap. They give you the runaround. The runaround is so stupid. I'm not, let me just say this. I'm at 29 episodes with jams right now, right? I'm not going to go back and forth for 2 tracks, and then all of a sudden I'm at episode 45 still waiting on this one thing, and then the artist is sitting there like, oh, I didn't know you wanted my tracks. No, I don't have time for that. I know that not everybody's like this, but there are quite a lot of people that are. And let me tell you this, just because you got something like that, and I'm proud of your achievement, don't get me wrong, but don't start acting like you don't know J-Man because you just signed up for a label. I remember having to deal with somebody who wasn't a Jam fan, but apparently he took the whole thing of Jam Fan Forever and made it a lie. And he'll never ever be on this show ever again. He's banned. He's gone. To hell with him. And I think he's trying to start a radio station too, so yeah, hey, whoever that guy is, because I'm not even going to give you the pleasure of even saying your name, you're nameless, yeah, up yours. And that's from the heart. Because that's not how you treat people. See what I'm saying? But now going back to anybody that's in the Jam fam, I'm going to work with you, and I'm going to help you every step of the way. But don't act like your crap don't stink, and don't act like you're up there where everybody else is, because, you see, while at the same time I try not to be vindictive, I also carry a pretty wicked pair of shears, and I'm going to clip those wings if I have to. And they're ego wings. They're not really real wings that help you fly and go anywhere. You see what I'm saying? That stuff is like where you just float around and you think that you're better than everybody else, and you're not. come back down to earth. We all should make it. See what I'm saying? But other than that, though, I'm letting you guys know this kind of stuff because I'm really excited for this week. And we got a pretty awesome one ahead. And I also got to get up out of here. So you guys take it easy for me. And then, hey, let's just enjoy each other's company for a little while, shall we? Anyway, we got some big stuff ahead. This is J-Man signing off. I'll catch you all later. Peace.
New on Curiosity Stream.
I'm James Burke. I'm going to take you on a journey through time.
James Burke's visionary series returns, reimagined for our time.
Now, this is all uncharted territory.
The Washington Post hails Burke as one of the most intriguing minds in the Western world. The New York Times raves he careens from one great moment in history to another.
Where do we want to go from here?
Experience all new connections.
So what's the next connection?
With monthly, annual, and bundled plans, find the one that works for you at CuriosityStream.com.